The 5-year-old girl looked in the mirror in horror. She saw an adult's handprint appear in the mirror. She had no idea that her mother was trapped inside the mirror. She wanted to tell her father right away, but before she could run out, her father returned home with a woman in a red dress. It wasn't until the woman in red removed her face mask that the little girl realized this woman's face looked exactly like her mother's. Even her father didn't notice that his wife had already been replaced. The real mother anxiously wanted to tell her husband, but in the mirror she could neither be heard nor seen. She picked up a stool and smashed it against the glass. The stool shattered into pieces, but the mirror was unaffected. Just a day ago, the mother was home alone and received a wedding anniversary gift from her husband. She opened the door and accepted the delivery, completely unaware of the danger approaching. The delivery man took advantage of it when she wasn't paying attention, and knocked her out with a stick. When she woke up, she found herself locked in a secret room. There was no food, not even a drop of water. She saw cockroaches crawling on the ground. Fear gripped her heart, but she knew she had to survive. She clenched her teeth and grabbed a cockroach and stuffed it into her mouth. 3 days later, a turning point finally arrived. The daughter was playing with her ball. She accidentally kicked the ball in front of the mirror. Seeing the opportunity, the mother quickly breathed into the mirror and wrote a message telling her daughter to find her father to save her. But just then, the woman who was impersonating her suddenly appeared. She grabbed the little girl. She knew that the girl could ruin her plan, so she persuaded the husband to send the girl to his rural hometown. After the husband left with the little girl, the woman in red revealed her true face. She sneered at the woman in the mirror and coldly said that she didn't just want part of the company but the entire thing. The woman in the mirror panicked. She wrote on the mirror that she was willing to give her 40% of the company shares, as long as she would let her live. But the scheming woman just laughed coldly. She said she wanted everything, including the woman's husband and the company. Seeing her husband press the scheming woman onto the bed, the woman behind the mirror was heartbroken. She lowered her head, unable to face this cruel reality. She tried countless times to escape, but failed each time. Until today there was finally a glimmer of hope. The scheming woman came into the secret room with a dagger, to force her to tell the location of the transfer papers so she could get the company.
少装死！他身体本来就不好，饿了这么多天，不会真死了吧？
She didn't expect that the real woman would turn the tables and lock her in the secret room instead. After days without food, the first thing the woman did after escaping was to go to the fridge for food. While she was wolfing down the food, her husband came home from work. She felt as if she had grabbed a lifeline. She rushed over and hugged her husband tightly. Just as she was about to tell him the truth, the husband said something that made her freeze in place.